I did a video about somebody who relocated to the UK. It turned out that the person who sent the video to me told me it was a recent one, but it was 9 years ago. But that does not change the facts. 9 years ago, you were relocated to the UK. Some people said they were renovating your house. How many of us and how many of your members can relocate to the UK when they are renovating one house? How many Nigerians have renovated their houses comprehensively? How many church members have renovated their houses comprehensively that they will move to the UK? Some people said that whoever they thought I was speaking about was married to a British citizen, so he had a right to live in the UK. The simple questions are, number one, were there no Nigerian females who had served in the church, who were very, very righteous, that could be married after the death of a wife? Must you selectively go and marry the one in the UK that is a citizen? Okay, you have a right to marry whoever you want to marry. We won't go into the duration before marriage. The next thing is that you have not made a contrary statement that you are back in Nigeria. How many of you, his members, can relocate to the UK, have a house there? Let me ask a simple question. He has not made a secondary statement that he is now based in Nigeria. You can relocate to the UK 9 years ago when you were telling us that God ordained Buhari and Oshibanjo to change Nigeria. And you were relocating to the UK. That 9 years ago. And 9 years later, you are still coming to endorse Tinubu that he will build Nigeria. Do you really live in Nigeria? If you come and preach in Nigeria and do great crusade, Reinhard Bonnke was based in Germany, but he was all over Africa doing crusades. Do I have an alternative home in the UK? Who built the UK? Were there religious leaders like this and then they built the UK? There are so many questions I will need to ask, but I don't want to open my mouth. There are so many things I know, so many things I know. If I open my mouth, if any person plays nonsense near me and I open my mouth, people will run. People will run. So, the singular message I am passing, you as a Nigerian Christian, serve God, love God, but plan for your life. Plan for your life. Build your economy so that you can also have a house in the UK, so that you can also relocate. Where are his children? Don't we remember the wedding somewhere overseas with limousine? How many of your children wedded with limousine? Church people, use your brains. Use your brains. Don't be dummies. I am not attacking the church. Cardinal Sin, somebody said that as a pastor, I shouldn't be talking about politics. I shouldn't be talking about leadership. Listen and listen well. Cardinal Sin in Manila, in the time of Imelda Marcos and Ferdinand Marcos, led the Catholic nuns to chase them out of power. Desmond Tutu was resident in South Africa and fought against apartheid. Martin Luther King Jr. was resident in the US when the problem started in Alabama with what's her name now, the seamstress. They were resident in their countries. They did not flee away. They did not flee away. You will flee away, then you come and do crusades. Rubbish. Stay here with us and suffer the pain with us if you endorse these people. Why must you be running to endorse politicians? And then you say I should not talk. So I should not talk. I've not had electricity here for 3 weeks. I pump my own water. The meager salary I pay my teachers. Before they buy fuel and buy garri and buy this is finished. I feel the pain. If I transfer it to the parents, how much will they be able to pay? I feel the pain. Your children can't even attend the schools they use your tithe and offerings to buy. Don't you use your brains, church people? Don't you use your brains? So I should be calming down. Calming down for what? What can you do to me? I've told my children they should not do a marble grave for me. If I die, they use a white cloth to wrap me and throw me inside. When I used to go and preach in those days, I would tell my wife, I had only 2 shoes. I would tell my wife, if they arrest me, go back home. We must fight for the soul of this country. And I'm against the duplicity of religious leaders, duplicity of elders, duplicity of politicians. And I'm telling the people, take your life into your hands. Take this nation into your hands. I respect Showore. I respect him and Deji. Showore went to the US and he came back to answer a court case. How many of you will do that after being deprived of being a Nigerian, a free citizen for so long? Showore went and came back. He has remained consistent. Deji, the lawyer, stood by him. Another person made a comment that when one person dreamt he was in the US, he was in the US. Una no get sense.